not pregnant uses drugs, her punishment results in a misdemeanor. However, if the same woman is pregnant and uses drugs, she could face a felony. If convicted, Kim Hardy's future is very bleak, but just being accused has caused great damage to her present. Because of the local publicity of her case, Hardy has been unable to find a job and had a hard time finding a place to live. Claims Hardy, how many landlords want to rent to a crack addict? It would be their worst nightmare to have their home turned into a crack house. It took Hardy 9 months to find a place to live. She believes she's paid the price. Social workers took her son away at birth and placed him in foster care. The only way she could get her son back was to get off cocaine. It took her 10 long months to reunite her family. If convicted of a drug felony, Hardy's family would fall apart. Again. These cases have pinpointed several reasons why prosecution is not a good choice. First of all, one of the most important is the discouragement of prenatal care. Pregnant drug users will soon learn to avoid the doctor for fear of being turned in. If our main concern is for the health and welfare of mother and child, then we need to stop attacking the problem by attacking the victims by ignoring their needs. We need to attack the problem. Drug treatment centers and prenatal care are the answer, not the courtrooms of the legal system. Secondly, criminal prosecution may scare many women into having abortions. After all, abortions are legal, and many women may shy away from drug treatment centers for fear of being caught contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Unfortunately, this is exactly where these women need to be. Thirdly, how far will the state go in acting as a pregnancy police? If a pregnant woman who uses cocaine can be jailed because that cocaine harms her baby, can a pregnant woman who smokes be jailed because her smoking harms her baby? Or can a pregnant woman who works be jailed because that work can harm her baby? If prosecutions persist, many women will live in the constant fear that an accident, or even an error in judgment, may make her susceptible to criminal prosecution. Lastly, if a person is addicted to cocaine, a jail sentence is not going to get them off their addiction. If our main goal is to help the baby, then getting the mother off cocaine is a much better choice compared to putting the mother in jail. It is apparent that another solution must be found. The best way to reduce cocaine-related births is through drug treatment, not prosecution. After a mother has become drug-free, she needs to learn parenting skills for her and her child. This can be done through educational services provided by drug treatment centers. Unfortunately, this solution only leads to another problem, the availability of drug treatment centers. Because of low funds, there are few drug treatment centers, and waiting lists are long. Perhaps we should spend more money on drug treatment rather than drug prevention. We need to encourage legislation that supports the drug treatment rather than the prosecution of the mothers. We also need to make the public more aware of the problem. After all, public support can make a world of difference. Secondly, we need to continue programs such as the Just Say No program started by Reagan. This program attacks the problem before it begins. It teaches children not to try drugs, thus less drug user mothers. I hope that by hearing about drug mother cases, the problems with prosecution, and my proposed solutions, that you too will agree that prosecution is not the answer. Remember, children represent the future. We need these children to be drug-free. This should be the concern of all of us. I agree with Charles F. Kennedy, who once said, "My interests are in the future, because I'm going to spend the rest of my life there."
Setting priorities is important in life, but who determines what top priority should be? For the young girl in the drug rehab center, when and where the next party is seems to be more important than anything else in her life. Party by Maya Lily. This place stinks. I can't wait to get out and party. I can't believe my parents locked me up in here. It looks like a reject from a concentration camp. We can't even watch TV with the boys. Not that I like any of these dudes. Really, what do they think we're gonna do? Have an orgy while we're watching the soaps? That's all they have on TV here. No color, no cable, and no MTV. I'm not gonna know nothing when I get out of here. Madonna, Rat, the Scorpions, everybody's out boogieing, and I'm stuck here wasting my time in the CDU. My parents are so stupid. So Mom found some coke in my room. Big deal. You should have seen my old lady. If I hadn't smoked a joint before I got home, I'd have been freaking out. She was freaking out, foaming at the mouth like a mad dog. You know what she did? She called the crisis phone. I guess she was having a crisis. And you know what happened? She got the crisis phone answering machine. Hello, this is the crisis phone, and there's no one here now, but if you leave your name and number. Oh, I was laughing like a fool. This joint here is about to give me a crisis. Joint. I wish I had one. Right now! What? This joint will turn you into a drug addict. It's so boring. And group therapy and AA meetings? What a joke. Hello, my name is Cinderella, and I'm a pumpkin. Some fools will get up and say they're an alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever lie they want to hear. I ain't no drug addict, so I smoke some pot, pop some pills, eat some speed. Big deal, that's all everybody does is party. We had this one party, a jock party. All the pros were there. I thought I was at an NFL convention. Monday Night Baseball Live. And the guy who gave the party, he's a lawyer, an agent. His house is like a palace. He's got more rooms than a hotel. There wasn't even a car there under Mercedes. We had this huge silver punch bowl filled with some of the most beautiful snow. We'd all walk by, scoop some up, and move on to the next. Let's party. Mother had no business sneaking around, snooping in my room. That's an invasion of my privacy. I'm gonna see a lawyer about that. Have her put in jail. Let her see what it's like making me waste my time in this crummy place. I need to be outside, sailing or something. This one dude had a boat. He was a doctor. Plastic surgeon, maybe. His boat was like the Royal Yacht, and I kept thinking Randy Andy was going to be piped aboard any minute. But those guys like speedballs. I don't believe in mixing coke and heroin. That stuff will kill you. Anyway, those guys like the young girls, and when the 12-year-olds started showing up, I stopped going. Hey, maybe that lawyer can help me put my mother in jail. He handles lots of jerk cases. See how he works it is, that place out on the strip, Buster's? He owns that. Well, actually his law partner owns it and leases it out to the manager. Buster's is a local cocaine connection. Well, anyway, every time the place gets busted, the lawyer gets the manager out of jail, and it never even comes to trial. See how smart that lawyer is? He's making money from both ends. And you can pay him in trade. No taxes, and he's got high-grade coke for his parties. Oh, I've only been dealing since I was 16. It was either that or else work at McDonald's. Wear one of those stupid brown uniforms and talk through a microphone. Hello, may I take your order? Yes, 2 Big Macs, 2 large fries, and an order of McNuggets. Will that be all? Drive through, please. Boring. Anyway, all that junk food's bad for you. Or I could have worked at the mall, been a Molly. I'd rather shoot myself first. Oh, and like school, all that junk they try to teach you, like who won the Civil War or why we're supposed to hate the Russians. Oh, And the teachers are so boring. You gotta get stoned just to sit through class. Mother dear thinks I'll be here for 2 months. I'll be long gone before then. My maid squeezes meet me at the gate and he's bringing me a present. Newly arrived from Columbia. An illegal immigrant, you might say. And the shrinks and therapists, they need to have their heads examined. I'm not going back to school. The last time I went to school, they had the cops come and drag me off in front of everybody. I was even on the 6 o'clock news. I was wearing my worst clothes, and would you look at this hair? Gross! I never want to be on television looking this bad again! The judge gave me a choice. Jail or here. Maybe I should have gone to jail. I hear they got really good dope in jail. Even better than Buster's. Nah. I was stupid. You gotta get the money first, and then take on the cash. This one dude said he owned a video store and was gonna give me a VCR and a tape of Madonna. But when I went to the video store to pick it up, they said they never heard of that dude. Nah, I think I'll just get me an apartment somewhere. My maid Squeeze has been bugging me to move in with him. Men are kind of possessive. But I can make more money dealing with him, and I wouldn't have to pay rent. Oh, I don't care where I go. Just get me out of here so I can party. Forever. And ever. Never.
Good morning, Miss Daisy.
Good morning.
Right cool in the night, wasn't it?
I wouldn't know I was asleep.
Yes, sir. What are your plans today?
That's my business.
I does say around our coffee and Dutch cleanser.
We,
She say around no on silage too.
I will go to the Piggly Wiggly this afternoon on the trolley.
Miss Daisy, why don't you let me come along and carry you?
No, thank you.
Ain't that what Mr. Weather hired me for?
That's his problem.
Seem ashamed though, that fine Oldsmobile sits out there in the garage. Ain't moved 1 inch from Mr. Weather nor to hit from Mitchell Motors. Only got 19 miles on it. Seems like the insurance company give you a whole new car for nothing.
That's your opinion.
Yes, sir. And my other opinion is the fine, rich juice they like you. Don't be long dragging no grocery bags up steps, no bus. I'll come along carry them for you.
I don't want you, I don't need you, and I don't like you calling me rich.
I won't say it then.
Besides, I've carried groceries on the trolley plenty of times.
But I feel bad taking Mr. Weather's money for nothing.
How much does he pay you?
That's between me and him, Miss Daisy.
Well, anything over $7 a week is robbery. Highway robbery.
Especially when I don't do nothing but sit in the kitchen on a stool all day long. Miss Daisy, while you're gone to the Piggly Wiggly, how about I hose down the front steps?
All right.
All right, steps?
All right to the Piggly Wiggly and then home. Nowhere else.
Yes, sir.
Friendships can last a lifetime, but sometimes it takes a while for a good friendship to develop. In this cutting, Miss Daisy is a little reluctant to let Hook show for her. When she makes a final decision, they are both surprised at the results.
Driving Miss Daisy by Alfred Urey. I love a new car smell, don't you?
I'm nobody's fool.